Greetings and welcome to 716 Kelman proudly presents another episode of, you know what it is, man. It is Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday. So glad to have you guys here with us. It's going to be another crazy evening, dope evening, because we got a lot to go over now. If you haven't already, if you haven't seen, if you haven't been watching Facebook, Instagram, everything, whatever it might have been, you might have missed it because, again, this weekend was AwesomeCon in DC, and it was incredible. It was such an amazing event. Had a chance to spend time with a whole bunch of folks, hang out with people, meet once again Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen.
Awesome.
Mark Bagley, got a chance to talk to him. Got a chance to talk to my man. You already know who it is, Mr. Mack himself, David Mack. So it was a lot that was definitely going on. But the highlight was our very own Vincent Dunn Art had his booth at the actual AwesomeCon, and he was going off. It was crazy to see him work, to see a whole bunch of people crowding his space. You know what I mean? It was phenomenal. It was definitely a proud moment, you know, to see your boy killing it. And we're going to definitely get into that in just a moment. We're going to also, our artist feature, of course, speaking of Bagley, we're going to be talking about Bagley this week. Now, we probably already did, but we'll go back and revisit. We'll talk about it a little bit more, especially since we got my man Blake Bloom on the panel. We're going to talk about that. We're going to also talk about, again, I got a pick of the week. You know, the Ultimate Universe is restarting the X-Men franchise, so definitely we're going to see that, and much more. Also, we're going to talk about this whole, I don't get it. I don't really understand what's going down with this whole what's canon, what's not canon in the DC universe. We're gonna talk about that because, like I said, that is, and it has ruffled a lot of feathers out there because people are having conversations about it. But we will talk about that and much more. But before we do, let me bring in the gang so you can say what's up to them. What's going on with y'all, brothers?
What's up, good people?
What's going on, chat? What's going on, beautiful people?
What's going on, everybody? We got everybody in the building. How you guys doing? Everybody out there, man. What's going on with you, Bloomer? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, enjoying the start of the week. Mondays are usually somewhat light for me. You know, I work from home on Mondays, and then I go into work on Tuesdays. So Mondays are usually light. I was able to get into my case and clean it up a bit because, man, glass will get dirty on you quick, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Like
you
nothing.
I don't even be doing nothing.
Nothing, bro. You walk past it and get dirty. You don't even touch it to get dirty, bro. Dust everywhere, bro. That's just how it be. Like
you just a white streak every day, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go buff it out,
bro. I hate that. Is my, you know what, bro? I hate cleaning details, bro. I do. I hate it more than anything else. I hate it
because see how the level of it can get annoying when you have 3+, you know, you hitting 6+, right, or something like that,
bro.
14. You got rows of them, so at this point you're gonna be spending hours just going through most of them,
bro. Like it's the thing is, you got to keep them like, and sometimes you forget. Like I need to start wearing gloves before I touch the details, bro, because sometimes I forget and I open up the case and I'm like, damn.
You know what? Yeah. You know what too though? It's the if you change your AC filters, like sometimes I do mine a little earlier before I see them. That keeps that dust down too, off the details too, man.
Yeah,
change them like earlier.
It gets quite dusty in this particular room. I have the fan on most of the time, but this room is it's intended to be a study. That's why it gets dusty in here. I got to figure some things out. I want to put some things out in the house for real, but I also want to put it in this room to purify the air, so as much as I can. So
yeah, bro, it's being down in this basement because the temperature is definitely on point. It's still, bro, like I do, and I have a purifier over there. I need to pull it out and let it run overnight, bro, and just let it kind of just clear out and do what it needs to do, bro, because it all of this.
Them filters earlier than 3 months. That's what they say. I do mine like every 2 months or every like near the end of the month. I'll go and buy a new 3 and change them, and it keeps that dust level down, especially when you got a lot of glass, bro. Like it's a big difference, dog, with the
word. Because I'm looking at all you got back there, Jay, and that's just only one side.
Oh, that's only on one side, bro. The other side is.
Yeah, I already know, man. What you get into this weekend, bro?
Bro, I went. Me and my family, my son and his wife came with my granddaughter, and
that's what's up.
We took the kids. We went fishing and crabbing, bro. Like all weekend,
Word.
dog. That jump was fun, bro.
Word.
Yeah,
Word.
My middle daughter caught like a big mouth bass. The other one caught a freaking freshwater tilapia. We caught some blue crab. Like it was a good weekend, bro. For like
Did your
family
thing?
Time. Yeah, just chilled
Did
out.
your thing?
Family stuff. It was
Word.
cool, man.
Word, man. I damn, what went down? Like, so definitely over the weekend, bro. So we hit the road.
Bro, you chilled with Darth Vader and Ahsoka, bro. Like,
bro. So let me tell y'all the story. Let me tell y'all the story real quick.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
I gotta tell y'all this story real live because that picture, and I have to let everybody know, was not supposed to happen.
What?
Let me explain this to you really, really quick. So first of all, we get to the con. Now, mind you, we get to the con. Everybody was supposed to meet up because that day we were meeting with the first day we got there, it was just, it was a setup. It was Friday. So it was a bit quiet, but Vinny was still putting in work. We're going to get to that a little bit later. Vinny was doing some things. It was crazy because when he was setting up, I just seen like a whole bunch of chicks in aprons just coming back and forth, dusting stuff off. Yeah, you know what I mean? So anyway,
no cleaning problems in the booth.
No cleaner. But no. So the first Friday was just basically the setup. We walked around, had a good time, whatever. Next day we were supposed to meet up with everybody. So I met up with Jay, brother cousins himself. I met up with second brother. I met their mom. And then also we were supposed to meet up with Nilda because she showed up. She flew from Florida. Now, mind you, the issues that she basically had, bro, was she got up at 3 a.m., right? What? And she got up at 3 a.m. to get ready to catch her flight. Something told her to check her flight, just basically her itinerary and everything. Yeah. She checked it and her flight was canceled.
No, what airport?
She didn't even go. So I think she went to name a couple airports, bro.
You got Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Well, all right, no. So she had to go from where she was to Fort Lauderdale.
So she must have been in like Tampa. She's like northern Florida.
Yeah. So she was, locally she was going to go through her airport. They canceled it. Then she had to go all the way to Fort Lauderdale.
Nah.
They canceled the flight again.
Wow.
Now, mind you, she had to get it. So she managed to get a flight. But she was due to get in. I think she said she was due to get in around 1:30, right? Or 1:15 or something like that. Yeah. Her picture with Rosario Dawson and Hayden Christensen was supposed to take place at 2:20.
No.
Right? So she's calling around. Now, mind you, we're downstairs in a con. Anybody who actually went to the con, if you went to AwesomeCon, as good as it was, the downside to that was the fucking internet was horrible. Everybody's phone was on SOS, or it was the worst, bro. It was the worst fucking experience.
Building.
Yeah. So nobody could get calls. You couldn't get phone calls unless you went upstairs. So what happened was I was walking around with second brother who happened to have his hotspot on him. So what he did was he had like a little hotspot box. You connect to it and you have access. So apparently what happened was she tried to call Jay first. She couldn't get to him because he was in line getting ready to take his autograph photo. I mean, get his photo op.
Yeah.
So she called me, or she messaged me. I managed to message her back, and then she called me and she was like, look, she was crying all day. And she was like, look, horrible, I'm going to miss my photo op. She's like, so one of y'all, you and Toya, y'all might will basically go in and take the picture. Wow. Just go ahead and do it. I said, no, you try to get here. I said, you try to get here as quick, and I'll see as much as I can to delay it. So what I did was she sent us a QR code. I got it and scanned it. But I said, I'm just going to be, and I told them, I said, I'm a placement. I said, she's on her way. So if she gets here, I kept skipping to the back of the line. I kept moving to the back of the line. First of all, I couldn't get in contact with Toya. So I'm the only one that's basically standing there waiting. Man. So then Toya manages to find me. She comes down, she finds me. And I tell her to come get in line. Let's just wait. I told the lady, I said, look, a friend of mine, she's flying in. She's on her way here. She was only 15 minutes away. I said, so I'm just waiting. Hopefully this line slows up. But I had fucking forgot. When you're getting them autograph photos, they rush people through quick. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. I'm the very last person in line, bro. The very last person in line to take the picture with Rosario, right? And I'm Hayden. So I'm looking. I'm like, damn. And I thought I saw her out there, but she wasn't. As soon as we got in, we saw, both Rosario and Hayden. Rosario remembered Toya. She remembered her from London. Mm-hmm. And so she must have remembered. I'm not really sure. I think she remembered both of us, but she mainly remembered Toya. Mm-hmm. So we stood there, took pictures. She was gracious. She was nice. Hayden dapped everybody up because he's cool as hell. Yeah, he is cool as hell. Yeah, he dapped everybody up. So we basically came out after we got done. Mm-hmm.
Now, when y'all did the dap, did he make the sound? Did he do the whack?
Yeah,
that the world
did. He did the clap. He did the clap.
Cool, bro.
He did the clap.
I already know because I saw him reach back one time. He reached back and then I was like,
you gotta have a high midichlorian count to do the dap right,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
It wasn't one of them. I'll shake your hand and no. It was like, hey, what's going on, man? What I mean? Bro? It was a real smack size.
Nah, that man got Negro chlorians. That's what he got. That's what he got because he reached back. I'm like,
bro. So check it out.
He missed
So he's crazy. So anyway, we get out, we go get the photo, we grab it. Now already in my mind, I'm like, I said, no matter how much it costs, we'll pay you. We'll pay you for the photo. No problem. We'll got it. We'll do it. Whatever. We're going to try to get this taken care of for you. We get out, bro. So I couldn't contact her the entire fucking time. The phone managed to work. She calls me. She was like, wait till you hear this. She said, we got there. I got there 5 minutes after you went in. I was 5 minutes late. I could have got it. She said, I'm sitting there bawling. I'm crying. I'm telling them I was supposed to take my photo. I was supposed to basically get it done. And on top of that, Rosario Dawson had told her that she was going to sign her leg so she can get it tattooed. Yeah. It gets better. The guy was like, all right, hold on. Because she had receipts on everything. So the guy went back, talked to Rosario. Guy comes out, sees Nilden, was like, hey, Florida, come here. Comes over. He was like, so what she says she's going to do, she's going to refund your money for the photos. What? But she's going to sign your leg and she's going to allow you to she's going to sign your leg. She's going to get you in line with the autographs. You don't have to pay anything. She'll sign your leg and then you can go get it tattooed. Boy, she went over there. Got her to sign it. They had a nice little conversation. It was better than the photo. And on top of that, they made sure that she got the tattoo for free.
That's awesome,
bro. And it was just a crazy moment. We weren't supposed to be there. We weren't supposed to be in that space. Right. We weren't supposed to take pictures. We weren't going to do it at all. Because I was like, well, we had already done that in London. So what was the use in basically doing it here?
You read my mind, Blazing Asian, because that's all I'm thinking.
Dang, Rosario is a sweetie. She's the sweetest, bro.
What kind of people they are, bro. I met Hayden twice down here at SuperCon, dog. Yeah. He is cool as hell, dog. He signed all my Darth Vader stuff he had to sign. Yeah. I paid for a picture and him to sign my 1/6 scale base. Yeah. Bro, they gave me 2 pictures of base. When I was my dog tags fell out my shirt. So he was like, oh, no. You better not. No. He said, brother, thank you for your service. Put your money away. I'm like, yes, sir. No problem.
I just hope that Hayden truly understands. It wasn't a whole lot of us. People have come back around to him. Mm-hmm. But, I grew up with him. So I've always been riding with him.
Right.
And, maturing was part of maturing for me was growing up and seeing like the disdain that people had for his role.
I don't understand that disdain, dog.
You know, that's either here nor there, and the point I want to make, and it's
right.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see that
he's getting his.
It
just
seems
due,
like
bro.
he's getting his just due.
Finally,
exactly,
finally.
and it feels like he has accepted that all that has happened in the past, and he's finally moving forward. And I think I'm seeing, like, it feels like he's fully embracing what was done back then.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't feel like he had a chance
without bitterness. Like,
keep
you know that same energy, y'all. Fuck y'all. I remember how y'all were.
It's very similar, to the feeling I got with Andrew Garfield in No Way Home. Because he didn't get that third film. He didn't get that end, right? And we finally got that. And it's like emotional, man. It's like when he got on that scene, he was like, you know, I lost my MJ. And I got rageful. I stopped pulling my punches. Dude. And one of the like best things about Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, a lot of people kind of try to like take away from it, was like, oh man, why is Spider-Man crying? It's like, you got to understand that Spider-Man's story is a very emotional story. It starts in loss, and then he loses along the way in terms of opportunity costs, what he has to put, what he wants to do for the city versus what Peter Parker wants and desires. There's always losses for that character.
The whole point of great power comes great responsibility is literally PTSD.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm glad that Hayden's getting his love, and I'm happy that you fellas was able to meet him. And hopefully you were able to get some sort of words off in that same vein of how much we just appreciate the work he has done, regardless of the shit talking that people have done over the last decade plus.
Bro, any Anakin or Vader fan, if you get a chance to see him at any kind of con or he's one of the most humble dudes. He's so down to earth. He's cool as hell. Like, I was so happy to see, you know, Toya and like with them. I'm like, oh snap, they got both of them in the same picture.
Yeah, and bro, and that's the thing. The crazy part is literally it wasn't supposed to happen that way. I didn't go there to take photos. I came there to just enjoy myself. But in light of everything that basically happened with her, it was like, okay, you know, all right, I'll help you out. I tried to do the best I could to make sure that she got it, and she appreciated it. She definitely did. Because she couldn't contact anybody. Like she couldn't contact Jay. That's awful, it was just hard for her to reach.
They got to do better when it comes to. Bro. I mean, I know they have to. You know, it's very limited in terms of conventional spaces in each state. You know what I mean? And then also on top of that, when you go at another level of booking and reservations, like you got to do these things, you know, months and almost a year in advance to have a chance at some, you know, some dates or certain spaces throughout the year. But I just hope that they fix that for next time so that it's
me too, bro. Like it because when you think about it, like it's like, yo, bro. And Vinny knows, and it was hard for Vinny because, you know, Vinny, you were telling me like when you were trying to get, like, there was a couple of sales you lost because the internet wasn't working.
Yeah, I was able to use my card reader, but if someone didn't have a card or cash and wanted to pay with Cash App, I accept that too. But we both needed Wi-Fi to work for that, and my 5G was enough to get my Square working, but it was you know, like there were certain things that were slow or it would be spotty, and like if I'm trying to do a post, it'll try until it goes through, and that's fine, or have the card read, and that's fine, go through. But for whatever reason with Cash App, it's like if it's not steady, it won't catch it. So anybody who had to pay through Cash App, it didn't work. So so luckily for the most part, that was, you know, a rarity that was an issue, but there shouldn't be any issue. It's, I mean, the whole world revolves around this now. You would think that would be something that's not a problem, but
you gotta do better for your patrons that are paying to come to these places. That everybody is either paying with their phone or with a card now. Like people don't really carry cash no more. I know I don't, unless I take money out for like something quick. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like they gotta do better for their patrons that are paying with Cash App, Apple Pay or whatever that need the Wi-Fi to pay for,
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I always yell at my family like, "Hey, at least have some kind of minor cash on you for emergencies." But when you're at a con and you might be spending hundreds of dollars, you don't want to be in the city traveling with that kind of money on you unless you're cool with that, and a lot of people aren't. So it makes sense to not count on cash. And then you can't count on an ATM at a convention having money. Like a lot of times they run out, or they charge you like $6-7 to access your own money. So it sucks, man.
So it says, sorry I'm late, convo, but we had a blast. AwesomeCon meeting with everybody was amazing. Seeing Vincent Van, bro. Insider Kill Artist Alley was top tier. Another dope expo. Bro, literally, because like I said, Bloomer, he's working on his internet. So we're gonna kind of mix this up a bit, bro. Yeah. We're gonna do Artist Alley artist, the feature artist of the week. We're gonna do that in a minute. I want to dive into this con because it was definitely like unexpected. That was my first time at AwesomeCon. That was the very first time that I actually had at AwesomeCon. Like I'd never had gone before, heard of it. People were telling me about it, but I never had gone before. And the experience was crazy. I mean, I've been in the same venue for Otakon, but not for this. So then when we talked about it, you were like, yo, y'all going to AwesomeCon? You was like, yo, I'm thinking about getting a table there. Yeah. You were trying to. And I know you had said that when you hit him up, you almost had the actual table. But what happened was you said that you responded late and you didn't know what was going to happen. So you hit them up just to kind of let them know, look, I'm still available if you have it. Yeah. And closer to the time when you was like, you didn't even tell nobody. You just put it up. Hey, sorry I'm late, but just to let everybody know what's going on, Lumi. Let everybody know I'm going to be at AwesomeCon. Bro, literally, getting there, the setup, everything. And here's the thing. If y'all have seen where he was set up at, so he was set up right next to the where pretty much everybody cosplaying takes photos because they had a banner. He was right there. So a lot of foot traffic was going beside.
Very smart.
Yeah. He didn't have a congested aisle. He wasn't between anybody. He was right on the corner where he can turn it. It was a dope setup. And the thing is, this is when the average con. He wasn't, bro. It wasn't like literally like he couldn't sit down. Like he wasn't sitting down. Everybody kept coming over the table wanting shit. I was making fun of him. I was like, yo, it would have been funny if me and Toya came around and his whole spot was empty and he was just sitting there butt naked because they took his clothes. Like, bro, like literally.
I had merch on too, and they'd be like, yeah, I need that.
Yo, let me get that shirt. Let me get that exclusive. Take that off. Run that exclusive. We need that right now. But bro, tell everybody about the experience though, bro.
It was wild. Like so I've been meaning to branch out and do bigger shows, and I started doing Philly Fan Expo last year, which at the time was my biggest show. And then I heard about AwesomeCon. I thought it'd be really cool to try that. But that, like New York, is a curated con, which means you can't just buy a table. They pick and choose who they want to have to make sure that they have, good representation. I don't know what all factors they look for, maybe how many followers on social you have. I don't know what all they used to pick. But I didn't get in on a first wave, and I was on a waiting list. So I was doing God knows what, I don't know, and somehow a table did open up, but it went to my spam folder. So I checked my spam folder, and it had that in there that, hey, we have an opening, you want it? And it was like a week and a half later before I'd seen it. And I was like, shit, I feel horrible. I missed it. But if you have any others that open up, please let me know. I really am still interested. And then like the next day they were like, actually, we just had a corner booth open up. You want it? And then they told me how much it was. And it was more than I've ever paid for a table. But I was just like, can't win if you don't play. Yeah. So I was like, let's do it. And that was like 3 weeks before this show. It was like not much time to get ready. I ordered some new inventory. I ordered some new canvas prints. Now I tweaked my setup and just, try to put together a whole bunch of new stuff that I could think of. And we rode down, set up on Friday. Girl helped me set up. and then she went back home. Saturday I was just there dolo, and Friday was kind of relatively slow. It was a lot of people obviously in school at work, so I worked on whatchamacallit, comic sketch cover and a little bit of stuff, but I was still selling pretty decent, did fine. Saturday, everyone around me who I knew at the con, some vets who were there, told me, just be ready. Saturday's going to be Wild House. And I was like, all right, cool. We'll see. Saturday, I had breakfast before. I had breakfast in the hotel before I came there. The next time I ate was 10:30 that night.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
I could not. I had a pack of crackers. I'd go like this.
Dog.
And it'd be like 5-6 people. It was just
saying that was dope.
Yeah. So so this was my first sale Saturday. I go to the bathroom before, as people are coming in, to go like one last bathroom run in case it gets busy. Yeah. And as I'm going back to my booth, I hear, oh, I already found where I need to be. And this lady seen that Wu-Tang vinyl record. I brought it up on Instagram because I have a reel of me painting it. And she's just absolutely like geeking out over the idea of painting, on the record. And then her son's like, Mom, look at that Godzilla. She's like, shut up, I'm talking. And then, and like, she's just enamored. And she's like, what do you want? And then I'm like, listen, I'm like, and the record was expensive as original art. It's on vinyl. I had to like cover that. And I was like, look, if you get that, I'll throw in the Godzilla print, Wu-Tang's for the children. And she was like, wrap it up, let's go. And then so they were hyped, they were excited. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm already like more I thought I'd make that day. This was 10 minutes later. The canvas print for Dark Side. And then that was how the whole day went. That set the tone for the whole day. Literally, it was just nonstop after these two. This dude, every single person that came by had just this like long, incredible conversation about whatever they were into. If they were into, Guyver, if they were into Spawn, if they were into whatever they were into. And I was just talking comic books like we do every week with hundreds of people. And it was just so humbling. And I was just so truly blessed to have that opportunity to like share the craziness of what I have been passionate about since I was a child with other people who are just as passionate about art and comic book and geek stuff and just the industry as I am. So I just had person after person come up to me, have these great conversations. And even when people didn't get stuff, I loved it because I still got to talk to people who, appreciated, the business and appreciated art, appreciated, just being around people who are like-minded. This guy was awesome. He was there with a bunch of buddies and they got this and they were just wowed by so much stuff. And then they were like, you know what? I don't want to print. I need this huge. I need this on the wall. And I was like, go for it.
Bro, you saw like Godzilla print, right?
The Godzilla prints did very well. Yeah. I almost sold out of Godzilla canvases. Luckily, I had more that were supposed to have been there early in the week. My girl brought with me on Sunday, so I was able to re-up because I sold through a lot of my canvas prints on Saturday. And he seen that. I had a corner booth, so I had a stand where I was able to display some of the canvases, and a lot of people were. I mean, it was definitely a talking talking point piece because a lot of people stopped, and then I got to talk Godzilla all day with everybody. They were like, "Oh shit, Godzilla!" Like, "Oh, did you see the movie? Did you see it in black and white? Like, when's it coming out on video?" And they were just so thrilled and so excited, and I was just thrilled excited too because I just loved doing this stuff. That was a Godzilla place I don't think I even had shown on here. And I left the theater and just started planning out the line work for this piece, and I had it done by that weekend. I just it was so dope to me. So I had a few bunch of people get canvas prints, a bunch of people get regular art, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings art, a whole bunch of different prints.
That's what I need. I need that, bro.
They got to talk to a second brother.
This is crazy, bro. You went crazy.
Bro.
That's how I know you either grew up in a hood-ass neighborhood or a hood adjacent. Because your ass is in the barbershop looking at this shit like, what?
I need this on my wall ASAP.
Absolutely, man. I got you. Yo. So, I mean, Leo knows, some people don't. I'm not logic, so I don't like to talk about every conversation. But I come from a mixed family, so half my family, this is their representation. So we grew up watching Good Times. We grew up, playing, Marvin Gaye and Camp Lo, and this is You know, my dad dressed like the 70s until it was
his
the
dad
90s.
looks like Jim Kelly.
My dad looks
Pryor.
If you see my dad, it looked like he belonged in the Sugar Shack original photo. Like that's
he did, bro.
I got
with the big ass lapels that you about to fly away with,
bro. I got a picture of my dad holding me, right, and he got a big ass afro and a corner lapel. Looked like you got to call child services because my eyes about to get poked out. Yo, that's how it was though. He would have he'd have the little the Sam Jackson, you know, the little cap on sitting on top of the afro. Like, Dad, what are you doing? Like, why?
Listen,
like
that's it. Leave him alone. That's how it was.
That's how it was. That was the style.
Yeah.
So I'd always wanted to do a big black superhero piece, and I just one day I was passing this, and I was like, the two characters on the bottom left were like so always stuck in my mind, and I was like, yo, what if I was T'Challa and Ororo? And then from there, I was just like, yo, what if my man playing the sax was Jon Stewart with the sax construct?
Oh my God, bro!
And then from there, I was like, must have spent months just thinking about different things I would do, but I was intimidated because I was like, I know how hard it's going to be to paint it all because I mostly work in watercolor.
Yeah.
And I know how detail orientated that would be. So I was just like, I kept putting it off. And then I had the winter break, and I just took a image of the original Sugar Shack, and I just kept,
you killed it.
Who can I get where? And then I was just like, but this ain't good enough. I need to make sure I have every historical Lobo, Madam Butterfly, Lion King, all the OGs, way before Black Panther, way before way before all of them. The milestone cats. Right. Everybody's in this joint, and I just called it Super Shack instead of Sugar Shack. And then on my IG, I have like a legend of all the different heroes that are in there.
Bro.
Live art of me painting it, and then like the outlet, like that Charlie Day meme from It's Always Sunny where he has the board and he's like doing a crazy thing, like like a detective board. That's what my room looked like trying to plan this shit out. It was a labor of love, and I just was so I don't know. I was just so honored that everybody took to it.
I always wanted to ask you, bro. Like,
you damn near sold out of this shit, bro.
I sold all my canvas prints of it. Yeah.
So it's like, do you do that like next to the original? Then you paint on your canvas and look.
No,
like, how the hell do you do that, dog? Like,
what I did was I had the picture on my phone, and then I just mapped it out on like a piece of paper with a rough draft of it, and then I basically did like a thumbnail version of it, and then I just did it on the actual canvas. And it wasn't a canvas originally; it was just a piece of mixed media paper, and then I just had canvas prints made. So, and then this was all watercolor. So, watercolor is notoriously hard to do detail work in because you have to let everything dry before you do different layers. So, I had to work on and off on this for days and days and days. Yeah. So it was tough. But it was so worth it because every single person I talked to about it, it's not just, oh, that looks cool. It means something to them historically. Their parents had that photo in their house, or their parents, like it's so much more than just a cool piece of art to a lot of people. It's that the original piece is a big part of Black history, period.
Definitely. It's a big part. It was, and here's the thing, bro, because the crazy part is that no one has done this before.
Nope.
I haven't. I looked. I looked before I did. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any mashups of it. There's not really so. The funny part, Jay, was there was a DJ there, and she seen it, and she hit me up for a piece after the show was over. She was like, every time I went to the bathroom, I seen that, and I was like, I knew I had to have it when I got done. And then we're just talking as she's, as I'm getting it ready for her, she goes, it'd have been cool if you had Madam Butterfly, though, but I know you can't have everybody. I said,
hold up.
There's right there.
And she goes, "Nuh-uh. Yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Boom,
she was like, all right, I'm not gonna doubt you no more. Right, you got that. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Yo, she was saying it the entire time, but he was like,
Who you
tried. You tried. Yeah, I wake up pretty early. I wasn't gonna have anybody be like, oh, you forgot. Nah. The funniest part is the only person that's not in this is Static Shock on purpose because it's a bar that's supposed to be 21 and over.
Oh, he's still a kid, still a kid. Gotcha.
Yep. That's the only reason he's not in it. So it's like a purpose. I do have online gallery for my art. It's on my Instagram. There's a link to my store. So at Vincent Dunn Art. So just hit on my IG. It's right there. I appreciate y'all. She tried, Blazing. She tried. This man, he was dope. He spent one of the coolest parts is like watching people just like go through the art, see what pops up at them, and then when they like pick something that is like really important.
Oh, he got the gargoyle joint, bro.
He got the gargoyles. When he got to that, he was just like, I need that. I need that. And he got the Goku acrylic paint I did on glass too. And he was hyped because he just did not see many gargoyles pieces, and he was just like, nobody does gargoyles, and I was like, I do. That's my shit. Yeah. So I had to have it. So he was happy, and then he got a couple other ones in there, but couldn't see it from the sleeve. But it was just constant. I shared a few pics of it, but I didn't take pictures of everybody bought anything because that's all I've been doing is taking pics. They were great. There was a lot of Demon Slayer fans. It's really hot right now. And
bro, Demon Slayer is so massive. I don't get it, bro. I love it. It's good. I finished it. It's only like 23 volumes.
It's not it's very accessible. I think that's why so many people love it. My nephew told me about it, and I put it off for a while. And then when I finally watched it, I was like, oh wow, that was pretty amazing. Cool. And then I did I liked it, so I did a Demon Slayer piece. And then the next con I went to, I'm looking at almost half the damn attendees or cosplayers are dressed up as different members. This one lady yelled at me for not having a Zenitsu, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't have everybody, but I got the girl. I'm sorry. And but they were hyped. They were.
And you got to do a Zenitsu, bro, because I got to.
It's on my list. Yeah. It's on my list. So they were happy. They were thrilled. But yeah, that's one of my new pieces I did. Like I'm trying to do more anime stuff, but I'm only really kind of doing for the most part anime stuff that like I've actually seen and can speak on. Because some of I really try to keep it to pieces that I'm actually a fan of that I actually enjoy. Because when people come up and start talking to me about Tanjiro and I don't really know who he is, I just drew him because he's hot. Like I feel that feels inauthentic to me. So I really, for the most part, only do. There's rare exceptions if somebody asks for a commission or like there's once in a while somebody asks me for something, if I don't know, cool. But for the most part, like I talk about people, I draw stuff I actually enjoy, for me, and then if they like it, cool. They were fun. They were fun as hell because these two, the two guys they were just friends, each there with their kids, and then it was like, oh, what do you want? Look at this, and then they just were like, the kids were just going through, and the kids wanted every single thing they seen. They were just back and forth with it, and they were so adorable. So they got a bunch of pieces too, and she had to have Ahsoka, and then she heard Ahsoka was here, and she wanted to go meet her. Like they were really fun. Man. So like there was a bunch of people who got prints throughout the day too.
That shit right there. That's the shit that fucking matters, bro. Mm-hmm. And none of this shit we talking about, director like.
And that's why all the cons that I've been to, where
kids, bro.
That's why the cons that I've been to, where I was in the red or I barely made my table back or whatever, I went home happy because I got to spend the whole day just hanging out with people. And having a kid come up to me and looking through the book, Mom, that's Ahsoka, and she's like, "That's nice, honey," and she don't have no idea, but the kid is hype. Or like that's Wolverine, and parents have no idea. Like that's so and so.
You can't underestimate what these characters do for people.
Like I have
children, man.
Yeah, like or if I have a piece with different characters that aren't really famous, but the kids are trying to figure out, oh wait, which one is that? Mm-hmm. It's so awesome because it's just like. And then there's other people who come up who are kids who are artists in school, and they say like, "What did you paint this with?" And then and then they're like asking for tips on how do I use watercolor like that, and I'm like, "Oh, you can do this with it. You can add stuff to it." And they're like, "Oh, you could just." And then I'm sitting there like doing like a little mini art class, and it's nothing better. There's absolutely nothing better because I would have went home so happy with that when I was their age, so I know that how important that is. For like somebody to see, to be seen, and to like have your interest like really understood. Because I'm sure a lot of these kids, like their parents tolerate their interests, and I was like,
right.
cool, but like they can't really speak to them
their
on
interest sometimes.
At that level. You know what I
mean?
Like
she was saying, "I'm a fan of your work."
They were so. Yeah, they were so.
I just want to hear her say Ahsoka one time.
Yeah,
man, for sure,
bro. She definitely. My shit.
I'm also a member of the Vincent.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate
you.
That
hard,
yeah.
Thank you. Love that.
So,
the best part of Lyle.
Yo, why is it that when I got to the con, I saw that shit framed and I twitched? I was like, oh shit. I started twitching a little bit.
Yeah, and at first Amber out, she'd be like, the eyes be following me.
So, bro.
So she was so dope. She came up and she got that, and she was just like, she showed me her house that she got canvases just like all over the walls, and she goes, you can be sick of me because I need all this shit on canvas. How many canvases you got? And I was just like, however many you want. And then she was like, how much for shipping? And I was just telling her about that, and she was just like, I'm going to be hitting you up because that's cool. That's cool. I need that. And but I'm getting this today. And it was just really cool. She was just really hype, and that vision is one of my favorite pieces. I love it. I always get great feedback on it, and it's just like an eye grabber because the time and the layers and on that piece because most of these are like 18 by 24 that like I have prints shrunk down for 11 by 14. So so that there's more detail, but when they're originally done big, they're not stretched to print at 18 by 24. That's their one-to-one scale size. So they usually turn out pretty decent. And that canvas usually came out really great. So I was happy to see it have a home.
Yeah, man. That's dope. I saw that picture. I was blown away. Like, damn, Vinny.
Bro, you got to see it in person. Yeah. That's the thing. When you see it in person, it's sort of like the damn. He painted it in a way where the eyes literally follow you. Like that's just dope. The way it looks fucking crazy. It's insane.
There it is.
Motherfucker, bro. I can't escape that shit.
Thanks to Toya.
I cannot escape that shit, bro.
Motherfucker,
bro.
So much,
bro.
Thank you.
I've
been waiting 5 years.
So Bloomer, you saying you want one, bro?
No, don't get through.
I'm looking at wall estate. I got some wall estate.
Get it through Vinny. Get it through Vinny. Hear me. Don't get it through Lyle. Get it through Vinny. Thank you.
Damn, bro, you treat me like crap, bro. Like I'm saying, man.
5 years.
Wasn't no 5 years, bro.
5 years. You funny,
2.5,
bro.
2.5.
Look at what Amber said. You see her?
What'd she say, bro? What'd she say? Where's she at? Hold on. That's why the table was so busy. He was also taking applications. Yo,
hey man,
yo,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yo. So in this Vinny had his thumb up. He was like, "So Joe ends around 5 something. We'll be make sure you get some shit packed."
So this is a fellow artist. We're a fan of each other's work. She got me like a postcard at the end of the show, and just thanking me for all the advice I had given her over the weekend, and she was super sweet. So check her stuff out. Art of Courage. There's so many great people at these cons. Like a lot of artists just starting out, vets who've been there for years helping me out. They were awesome. It was cool just hanging out with them all weekend. They were like 2 tables down, and that was just a highlight. Like just networking. It was just amazing. And that was a fun piece too, because I had a lot of people stop and look at that, and then it was like, that's charcoal, right? Or like, what did you do to that? And I was, that was just markers. You did that with markers,
bro. You can't even tell, bro. Yeah. This joint look like paint, bro. Like you cannot even tell that this is freaking marker, dog. Like this is. Wow.
So it was a very humbling, like awesome experience. Like a lot of shows, have, went pretty decent, but not like super awesome. But this was a show that made me feel like, all right, this is where I belonged. You know what I mean? So it's, you know what I mean? So it was a really cool feeling. Yeah. Really very awesome to just like have other artists stop and like, hey man, your stuff is is great. Like, and just just be pimping and drawing. You know, just
pimping and drawing.
You know.
That is a combination if I've ever heard one.
It is an awesome combination, of course.
Vincent Van Gogh, baby. Vincent Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh, bro.
And shout out to Leo and Toya too. You know, they were amazing. You know, they were there just as fans, but yeah, when I wound up being there, they stopped by so many times just to make sure I was good, that I didn't need a break. That if I needed food, because they knew I couldn't get away from the table,
family checking on family.
Yeah, they kept on me. They kept checking on me the whole time. Every time somebody would come by, they would like move out of the way so that they could look at the table, and Leia would just hand out everybody cards. There'd be people who didn't even who were too distracted that they didn't even look my way, and Leia would be like, you know how Jay, you know how in when they got to Jurassic Park and he turned homegirl's head to look at the Brontosaurus, he'd be like,
yeah.
See, now I would have been pulling them Arsenio Hall. I would have act like I knew you. You know what I'm saying? And pull it up to you like,
let me find out. I can see Toya like, hold up.
Yeah. It was amazing. And shout out to Amber. She was there, like my co-pilot, man. She was amazing. She was grabbing people too. Bro. If I was busy talking to one person and other people were at the table, she would talk with them so that they didn't feel ignored. And she would say, "Hey, don't you need that at your house? Like, don't you, and then like if somebody was on the fence, she'd be like, you're going to go home and wish you would got it. Like, she was on point. She was just ride or die. And she was so helpful with everything else too, man. Help me. Set up, break down.
So, Benny, what you're saying is both of them enablers.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Right. I have no ill will towards enablers. That makes the world go round. Especially, I mean, that's,
Bro, here's the thing. When you're looking at this table, this was early on. This was early. Before everything hit. This is the most I've seen the entire time I was there of stuff. Because afterwards, he couldn't keep shit on the table.
Yeah. Bro,
like literally couldn't keep shit, bro.
His setup like he worked for like DC and Marvel. That's how his setup looked. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
I think some of the coolest part was people telling me that they have stuff they haven't seen. Because like everybody's got a Batman, but you got you got Guyver and you got Vecna and you got you know what I mean, like you got these obscure stuff that like not everybody has, and stuff that people is more popular too. And I just like having that wide variety. And then I try to have like a traditional style when so much of the
oh my god.
Yo, Jeffrey, do you know how long?
What's up with y'all in the chat, man? Chill out.
Jeffrey, I have too much invested in cards. I have too much invested in cards and stuff where I already have Vincent Dunn art. Now I got to change it to Pimpson. I have to change it now.
Nah, I think Vincent Van Bro, dog.
Bro.
Lumi, you gotta go next year. I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. It was so fun, and on top of that, I know your cosplay would have went off. Absolutely. And here's the thing: the beauty of it, bro. There were Jay Bloomer. There were a lot of blurs there, bro.
Absolutely.
Cosplaying. They had blurred sections. It was a lot of us, bro. It was so fucking phenomenal, bro. I've never seen anything like that. It was
like
incredible.
SuperCon or like Comic-Con in New York or SuperCon down here, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. It was a big representation. It was dope. I mean, there was a lot of people that were stopping and checking my stuff out because
Fear the Black Hat.
Yeah, absolutely. And Christopher, absolutely. Akira's, is a legend. So much of the stuff that is around in the industry is because of his influence. So no doubt.
What the fuck I freaking say to the face?
but yeah, man, I was just humbled and honored. It was just such an amazing experience. And then to finish out, I will be back next year, AwesomeCon 2025, in April. So, so like on some Marvel shit, Vincent Dunn art will return.
Bro. It was, you got to, bro, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so dope. Like
SuperCon, dog. SuperCon.
Yeah, man.
It's calling you. Like
my next and somebody asked about my next show. I'll be at Philly Fan Expo in that's beginning of May. But all this stuff in All the regular prints and stuff are on my regular store site. You can get to that link through my IG, and then canvas prints. I'll usually do some up to have at shows, but otherwise they're custom. Anything on my store, I can get a canvas to you. So just hit me.
Bro, everything was just flying off the shelf. You had like a whole plate of fries that you never even touched.
I couldn't eat one without having. Yo, it was eat one fry, have like 40 minutes of conversation, and then eat. That's how it went. My voice was so sore by the end of the day, but those are good problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, start using that little thing that the smokers put on their throat, like, I think that is.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna learn sign language just for like, so I can eat. I'm gonna eat and do sign language.
Hey man, y'all hating on them grannies with them smoker throats, man. They a good time.
I'm doing an echo piece, and that's how I'm gonna sell it so I can eat.
Oh God,
hey,
bro. I feel like
you gotta do what you got.
Tears in my eyes. I need to time out. Rumor fluid is the worst stuff.
I'm just saying. That's a lot. That's a lot of stress on the throat.
That's what I'm.
20 for 1, 2 for 30.
That's what I'm saying.
Canvas Franks is 60. I'm a fan of your work.
Fan of your work.
Cash or credit.
PayPal.
Bro, that's and I did the survey. So what I did was I did the survey, and I let them know. I was like, yo, if you're going to do, like, literally, if you're going to actually do these cons, make sure that the internet is better, bro, because they need to be it needed to be internet connection, because the thing is, my plan initially was to go down there and just go live. I was going to go live from the booth.
Yeah, the internet was like,
it was like, nah, you ain't. Now what I do know is the next time we do go, Vinny, I'm gonna actually get myself invested. He said, Vinny talking to cosplayers about, I want to get in some foam.
Yo, forget Penny. You're not gonna get on no topics, bro.
God, forget Penny droppers, foam droppers,
bro.
Yo,
foam droppers,
bro.
Foam drop.
But like literally, bro. So what I think I'm gonna do is invest in a hotspot. Yeah, definitely one, because I have it on my phone. But again, it's no good down where we were. You need like a separate hotspot. So I'm investing that when we go next time.
Charlie Wren's Dune incoming. I probably will be doing Dune on book page like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a preview of what's coming. That'll be down the line, but there definitely will be some Dune pieces.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Dune for sure. Gotta do that.
Yeah, you definitely got to do it, bro. Because I'm telling you, it definitely. But if you just see, man, come on, man, don't doubt.
I appreciate it.
Did you sell that Thriller, bro?
Yeah, I sold Thriller. Yeah.
Bro, they don't understand, bro. Why did he do Bloom? He did The Exorcist, right?
I'll just send it to you. That way you
Are you doing the scary stuff too?
No. You gotta see this print. You gotta see this mashup. When you see this mashup, you're gonna be like, Did you send it to me, bro?
I'm grabbing it right now. I didn't have it already ready to go.
Bro, when you see this fucking print, like literally, it was like, hold up. Did he really do that, bro? Did he really do? Because the thing is, when you look at it like for a split second, you recognize the scenery, but then when you go to the character, you're like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Bro, that's yeah.
Bro, you doing any G.I. Joe stuff, Vinny?
I haven't yet, but it's on my to-do list. I gotta do something for G.I. Joe eventually.
Yeah, some Snake Eye stuff or something, man.
Yeah, I want probably Snake Eyes. But yeah, for sure. I'm gonna send that to you a second. You just popped it. Oh, here it is. I got it.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, Ren's Wi-Fi hotspot and power bank. You already know, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely, bro. It's worth it. It is because I was working off of, it was funny because I knew when I was close to Second Brother the entire time. If he wasn't around me, I knew he was close because I would connect automatically. But then the further he got away, it's like, all right, there we go.
Let's go.
So I also like doing mashups, and I do a lot of the mashups in Inktober. So these are 3 that usually get the most attention at the cons.
Hold on. Did you send it?
Yeah.
Did you send it through Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, let me refresh really quick. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. This one right here, bro.
Stop playing, dog.
Yeah, look at this, bro.
Stop playing, bro. That's the house from Exodus and Michael Jackson and those. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and you know what was crazy? Is that night we were hanging out with Jay's second brother. They actually took me to the steps where the Exorcists were filmed and to the house.
Yeah.
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah, bro. They took me to the house in DC. It was crazy. It was crazy. But this shit right here,
fuck
bro,
no, baby.
Thank you, bro.
Fuck.
Bro, look at this one.
Homie, don't play that.
Oh my god, bro. That's it.
It's like, get your ass in here.
That's it, bro.
Bro, that's it.
That's hilarious.
But you know what's this the funniest part
dope,
is
bro.
this is some shit that Vinny would do, and that's the fucking funniest part, bro.
I love just adding my stupid sense of humor to the pieces, and then I'll flip, I'll flip through, and then somebody will be like, "Oh, wait a second, hold on,
yeah."
Bro, hold up.
Yeah, like you gotta stop it. Like, look at that one.
Wow. Not Chef.
Yeah. Yep, Raekwon.
Wow.
And then it's Zelda, Link from Zelda as only built for Cuban links.
Wow.
Bro, the mashup is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. I had that CD too still. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Quithby. You already know it's Quithby.
Say that again.
Oh man.
Hell yeah, definitely. He said the color detail is everything. Yeah, it is.
Facts.
It is. Facts. It is. It definitely is. I was telling Vinny, like, what you got to do, bro? A lot of his prints, when he has mashups and he has multiple people in there, he got to throw himself in here somewhere, like where it's inconspicuous. Just throw yourself in there, bro.
Somewhere.
Yeah, just put it in there. Just go ahead. Just throw yourself in there, bro. Straight up.
What size is that Thriller Exorcist mashup? Is that any size canvas for that?
The original was 7x10, but I got them made up with 11x14 prints. So that's on the store too. And then I also started doing. I'm gonna do another show. I'm gonna show some of the comic book sketch covers I've been doing, but I do want to show the one that I did live at the show, and then I'll show the other ones on some other night. But I did this on Friday when it was in between people. A Saturday and Sunday, I barely had any time to do anything but one commission cover that was commissioned. But on Friday, I was able to have enough time to do this one, and then we can skip to whatever else. But I wanted to show y'all all this piece because I figured y'all might like it.
Let me see.
That Thriller joint.
Yeah, this right here.
I saw that on your page.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, so that one was fun as hell because I had more time to like play around with some Copics and do some cool light and stuff with that on Friday. But the rest of the weekend, I got one commission on Saturday for a piece, and I was afraid I was gonna have to get it to them the next day, which they were fine with because they seen how busy it was, and every time they checked in, they were like, "No, tomorrow's fine. You can even get me at the next con we see you at." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna get it done today." So I kept trying in between, and I get like an arm, and then and then talk for like an hour, and then the other arm, and it just took forever. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun, just unforgettable weekend for sure. I can't wait to the next one. Hopefully, I keep leveling up.
Yeah,
but shout out to all the people who helped me out. All the love and support is overwhelming. I'm definitely
the patrons that came by, came through. That's what's up,
bro. It was such a sensational event, bro. Like, and just I'm trying to put these pictures in here really quick. Such a phenomenal event. That it was just it was everything. It was definitely everything. Hold on real quick. Let me put these in. I'm gonna pull these up in just a second. I'm gonna go here and then go out and come back in, and then we're gonna go to back. I'm because this is a setup. I want to pull this picture up because this is some funny shit. Bloom, you'll appreciate this story like that I'm about to tell you. This shit was so effing crazy. So, give me a second here. Let me see here. What the heck is going on?
Jazz beat. What a minute.
Let me see here. Cancel. What the heck is going on? Why is this 4545? Yeah, I don't know. This thing is. Let's remember. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I'm gonna pull this picture up first. So hold on. So this is the one that I took with Bagley. Now check this out. We standing there. Toy is taking this picture, bro. This dude, while she's taking the pictures, he said, "Say nipples." Everybody knows. This is what he said right now while he was smiling. Say nipples. Everybody loves those. Bro, only Bagley, bro. Only he would say some shit like that, bro.
That's why we kin folk. That's why we kin.
Right? That's it.
Yeah, so this is some of the actual cosplay that we got. This is a mashup of RoboCop with Captain America.
Robo America.
Yeah, it was a lot of nice. We got a chance to see. This was dope.
Nice.
Hey,
that was super dope. And this was dope. Nice. She was basically a female. It was a female version of
Joker.
Joaquin, the Joker, bro. It was so phenomenal. We had such a good time, bro. This right here, I loved her costume. Nice. She killed it. Nice. She definitely killed it.
Balin's
yeah, bro. I knew it. I was like, yo, we gonna see some Balins there, bro.
We gonna see Loomy Spider-Woman would have probably killed both of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So definitely it was decent, bro. But I wanted to pull that up because again,
that's Brolin right there.
Hell yeah, bro. I want to pull that up because it kind of leads me into this. Again, this is today's artist feature of the week, Bagley. Now, it was crazy, bro, because when I was sitting there talking, we talked for a little bit. Now, mind you, it was crazy because this is the level of confidence that he has in his work. Bro, if you walk, and Vinny, did you go up to his table at all?
I looked for it, and I barely had time. I did get to talk to Arthur Adams. So I talked to Arthur Adams before the day started on Sunday, and I tried to catch Bagley before the show started on Saturday, and it wasn't happening. And I tried to shoot over there during the day, and every time I walked away, I noticed somebody was at my table, so I couldn't get away.
Bro, he was so confident in his work that he didn't have a backdrop. He didn't have his name up. He had his name on his little sleeve, but everybody knew who he was. Yeah, they knew it was Bagley. And the thing is, when you walk up, we had a full-fledged conversation. I was like, the GOAT. He's like, yeah, don't tell too many people this around here because he said they probably get upset when you saying something like that. He's like, but the full-on conversation that we had was just phenomenal. He was telling me about, some of his inspiration, which I was like, wow, like just in listening to him. Because I was like, well, where, your concept and your art or your concept with like your version of Spider-Man is noticeable. People know it when they see it. Yeah. That's bad. Like you can't there's no ifs, ands, buts about that. It's him. It's his work, and that's definitely how he is. But he was like, bro, to be quite honest, a lot of his inspiration is a mashup between a lot of anime and then he said you can see it like with him. He liked the overexposure, he liked the high, not saturation, but he likes he said the thing is, as Spider-Man, him covered, you can't really see his expression. He said they always tell people you always tell people that they talk with their eyes. That people emote emotion through their eyes, and that's the way I wanted him. He said I didn't want to make him smaller. I wanted him oversized so he can he can emote through his actual eyes. And I was like, yo, that says a lot, concept, Yeah, it's definitely a dope concept when it comes to his work because
I don't know who was the first to really do it in the line and just the history of Spider-Man, but I just remember Bagley doing it the best in my opinion. you know, especially with the original Ultimate Spider-Man, and he was just the inker at the time. I don't think he wrote or was overlooking that one. I think it was a few other people was with him on that one. You guys got to correct me if I'm wrong about that.
For what, Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, wait, like in like 05, 04.
No, he was the artist the whole time. Mark Bagley was since day one.
He was just the inker, right? He was just the artist, right?
No, he was the artist.
He was okay. So okay, so
he was him and Bendis, and Bendis and Bagley have the like I believe it's the record for the longest artist and writer run on a comic for the amount of issues that they did, because it's so often that they switch up writer artist teams. They stuck together for an incredible amount of time, and Bagley's work is phenomenal. Like I feel like it was a more subtle extension of what Eric Larson did, which was like an extension of what Todd was doing, and just a more streamlined, realistically comic, cartoony version of Spider-Man. So like it didn't look too cartoony, didn't look too realistic, and it was just great, middle ground. And I was like burnt out of comics in like the late 90s. I just didn't read as much anymore, and Preacher brought me back in, but more importantly Ultimate Spider-Man. So it was a lot of Bendis stuff and Garth Ennis stuff, and Bendis's work with Ultimate Spider-Man was such a breath of fresh air, because there was nothing like it. All the Spider-Man books at the time was just weighed down with just a lot of continuity, and this whole Ultimate Universe was something super fresh, super easily accessible. It was so easy to just jump in and just give someone that power and responsibility, trade paperback, if they wanted to know what to read, if they liked Spider-Man, because it wasn't something that was such a like Elseworlds what if type of title, like where it didn't have anything to do with what was going on. It was just like a reboot. It wasn't a reimagining, and for the most part it was just like it was a soft reboot of Spider-Man. So it was so easy to read. So it was an easy, smooth read. There was a lot of jokes, a lot of action. His stuff is his storytelling with his animation is so on point. Like there's Bagley books where you don't even need to read. You get everything that's going on just from the art. And then Bendis's, at the time Bendis was untouchable. So like at Bendis's writing style with that, man, I was just an incredible run. Like his stuff on the original Amazing Spider-Man book was dope, but then when he got to Ultimate, I mean, there's not much better example of lightning.
You know what I loved, Vinny, was it was the little like squiggly line that he put in the lens itself. I always loved that. Like that was always something I always enjoyed.
He had like the bigger eyes like Todd did, but he didn't have the over exaggerated abstract poses and limbs that Todd did, so it made it more believable. He had a smaller frame, so it looked more lean and like childlike than how Spider-Man was usually drawn. So it was a different aesthetic. There was these great Joe Quesada like covers that brought you in, and then there was just the animation style was just so it was just so smooth and and easy to digest. It was so
that's
good.
That's what I was going to say. Like Bagley was like the master of the skinny big Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the skinny athletic version of Spider-Man.
The absolute best part of Amazing Spider-Man 2 to me was they used Bagley's suit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what? The crazy part, I pulled this up for a specific reason, because I was talking to him about this cover. And you know who he was a fan of? The reason this cover was dedicated of, because he was a fan. He said that back in the day, he had a crush on Sandra Locke. Now, y'all know who Sandra Locke is?
Yeah, I believe she was, I can't remember what all she was in, but I remember the actress.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sandra Locke was definitely Sandra Locke was always associated with, and she passed away in 2018, but she was always associated with Clint Eastwood. So she was in Any Which Way You Can, Outlaw Josie Wells, Any Way But Loose. She was that woman that was in there. So this was patterned after her. This cover was his paying tribute to her. And I was like, damn, I looked at it, I was like, wow.
You can look at her and see right now.
You can just look at her and see it was her. So he always pictured her. He was like, yo, if anyone was to play Black Cat, if that character would have been sensational around that time, it would have been her. And I was like, wow, I can see that. I can definitely see that, just the attitude and everything. So yeah, like Bagley, bro. Like, but bro, he is funny as hell when you meet him. And here's the thing, like, we sat there, we talked. There was a whole bunch of people that were walking up. He was taking pictures. Bro, he was so personable. He was just like down to earth, like a real down to earth individual. He wasn't, someone who was just over, because Vinny, when you walk around in different individuals, even like, and me and Toy was talking about this. I told you yesterday, bro, we were walking around to different sections, different artists, and they wouldn't even look up.
Yeah.
Bro, they wouldn't even look at you and wouldn't strike up a conversation to get you engaged in their work. Bro, I'm like, yo, I don't want to talk to you after that.
Right.
Like, I don't even want to be around you after that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And it was just like a level or air of arrogance, as if to say that, well, you coming here for the work, just respect the work, move on. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
I mean, there's artists who feel like they don't even need to go. All they should have to do is send a rep and to just sell the art. It's like, you could go to the mall for that. Like, we're here. People are here to meet the artists. I could go. I mean, there's people who'd rather come talk to me at the booth, or talk to Arthur Adams, or talk to anyone that they're a fan of at the actual. That's the point of going to the show. You could shop from home. Like, the point of going to the show is meet these people and interact with them and be there and be present. So I could see if you're like you're just checking a message or something, but there's artists at early levels and at big game levels that don't really have that desire to make those people feel like they care, that they're there to see them. It's very weird to me, because I felt like I feel bad if I'm like looking for a sleeve or something, and somebody's looking and I didn't make sure I seen that they were there. Like, and I also like don't let people shop too, or look what they're doing too, without being bugged, but acknowledge their existence. Say hi,
acknowledge, bro.
If you need anything, let me know. If you need anything, let me know. Whatever.
Bro, it's like when I met like guys like Capullo and Finch and Starling, bro, like them three alone, dog, were some of the nicest dudes that's had some of the biggest characters in comics. Right. Freaking Thanos and Jim Lee too with Batman, Superman. But and they're nice as hell. Like,
thank you, Dolly.
Don't let your art like blow your head up to where you can't appreciate people that come to like pay to come see you. You know what I'm saying? That's why with you, bro, like, always gas you up. I'm joking, but I'm serious, because like, I don't think, however big you get, dog, with this art, however it takes you, you're never going to change, bro.
Nah. He won't change, bro. He won't change.
The very first comic book convention I ever went to was in Philadelphia. Me and my best friend at the time, we went there, and our favorite artist was Todd McFarlane. Mm-hmm. And when we got up there, when we got close to the front, he was doing an interview, which was really poor decision, but for whatever reason, he was doing an interview with a radio show as he was signing. And one of the dads of the kids was like, what are you doing? That you're supposed to be, saying hi to these people. You could be doing a radio show at any time. And to me, it didn't, like, I was just hyped to see him, to get something signed. I didn't feel personally offended, but like later when I got older, I was like, that probably was not the greatest time to do that when there's so many people probably looking forward to seeing you all year. Right. So I always had that in my head, like, no matter what, I'm always gonna, try to, like, I mean,
you're there to service the people.
I'm there. I'm there to appreciate you. The least I could do is give you attention. Like, that's the least I could do. Like, that's. I mean, that's part of it. I would never, take anything for granted, and I could imagine taking anything for granted. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of people who, just maybe don't feel that way. And that's sad. You gotta gotta recognize who's putting food on your table, like who's being, this shit ain't just get in that building. Costs a lot of money, man. Just find parking. $90, right? To find parking in DC ain't easy. To take the time to travel there, to go out in the rain, to go out in bad weather in the winter. People making sacrifices to come visit you.
Yeah. Man, but bro, he was you know, again, very welcoming, very warm. He didn't want you, like, anytime he saw somebody looking at the table, he said, "Don't stand too far back. Come on in." Like he was so like bringing everybody in, you know, just to appreciate.
I wouldn't even know how to speak to a person like that.
Sometimes you'd be shocked that they're even that cool. You know, like
all I could probably get out is thwip. And that time, I was so stuck, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is my life, man.
Yeah, bro. I was going to have him because I wanted to have him. I was like, bro, my biggest thing, and I'm sitting there like, yo, I gotta go live. I wanted to go live. I was like, yo, I could have went live with him on and bring you in, like, you know, while I was, but the fucking internet, bro. It was just, good, man. It definitely wouldn't work.
This is it right here, Jedi Pimp. This dot right there.
That's it.
Right there.
That's it.
This is the Spider-Man. After Toby, this is the Spider-Man that was like
his style of Spider-Man, bro, with that skinny big. Like nobody was doing that.
Nobody was doing like that. That's why I want Hot Toys to do this. Right. Do this body. I'll sell that other fucking that CMS 050. Right. I'll sell the fuck out that bitch. If y'all did that right now, this right here.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger version, like a taller version of the Miles body would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
That skinny big look. That's Bagley.
It just needs to start off with that, but like have some padding with like good muscle, or they need an individual body. That's why they don't want to do it. They gotta go and really scope that.
Make another one.
Yeah. That that's definitely the look, and this is the one that we because we were having a conversation about it before. This was the one that we were talking about. Like, okay, this is the look. You know, this would be the definitive look of what we would want to see. But it's like, I don't know, cut.
I would like this size Spider-Man so I can have a teenage kids corner in my Spider-Man collection. I'm like, all right, these the kids and then these the grown ass men. You know what I mean? Or women. Like I would love to do that, but
to be honest, bro,
all we have is two kids.
It was McFarlane and Bagley that brought me back to Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because of this kind of look. Because McFarlane wasn't as skinny as Bagley's was, but the dynamic poses and the big eyes. Bro, I got the cover, the one with was it the cover with him and Beast?
Yep.
Dog, that McFarlane.
I'm telling you, McFarlane got us in the pack. He's the reason why people don't want to buy Hot Toy Spider-Man because he got all them crazy ass poses that are impossible to do almost with any figure that doesn't have exposed joints.
Right. Yeah. And then Bagley with that skinny big style, bro. I'm like, oh, what am I not reading? Let me get back to Spider-Man. You feel me? Like those two guys brought me back to Spider-Man for real. Like just the dynamic poses, the different body types that they both draw, bro. It's just you couldn't like put the book down with them when they were.
I would get the Power and Responsibility trades and give it to people as gifts because it was such a great if you I want to read comics, but I don't know. It's so overwhelming. Here
you go.
Perfect jump on.
That's how you do it.
It's the perfect jump on.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, definitely. And Jason, I'm glad, bro. I'm really glad that you're feeling good because I'm just sorry that I have to kind of bring you down a little bit.
Why you do this?
I'm just sorry I had to bring you down a little bit, bro, because
every time DC bad news, you just like to throw it in my face.
I had to bring you down a little bit, bro. This a tad bit because we got to have this conversation, bro. We got to keep the flow, but we got to take the good with the bad, bro.
Like the dumbest thing I saw all day
explain. Okay, Vinny, you saw this, right?
I saw this coming a year ago. I saw this coming as soon as they made the announcement. We said it. You know what? What happened when we said it? We said it last year, and everybody they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. No, they did that.
So DCEU version of Peacemaker is not canon, but after Superman Legacy, the Peacemaker that we had after that will be canon. So
see, all right, listen, I want to point this out, bro. Okay.
Here they go,
bruh.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if it made sense.
It don't make
I wouldn't
sense at
because
all,
here's the thing. You're making this version canon, but the other version isn't canon. But we know we basically in that canon universe, even on the show, which bro, I love the Peacemaker show. It was fucking phenomenal. I love the show, but in that show, if you know, spoiler alert for who didn't see it, you know, last episode? Was it the final episode?
Other cousins.
Yeah, we got a chance. Is Jay there? If we see Jay.
There.
Is Jay back there? Yo, what's going on with you, brother? He said, what up, family? It was a pleasure meeting Leia Latoya and Vinny in person. Vinny, I'm gonna need that thing. He got you.
I told him it was a pleasure to meet him too. Like it was so it was hard. It was like I was meeting people from the podcast, from the shows, while I was talking to other people, and then I was just like, hold up, wait, that was so like it was just so overwhelming. And there's people who I've only talked to but not seen them. So like I was like, wait, did I just meet? I would have, you know what I mean? And then I just hit him up later, and then I was like, yo, today was a whirlwind. I apologize. And then we would just talk later, and then I got to, he was dope, bro. Like everybody has so much love there. It was great. And then a few people, you know, got some pieces. A few people hit me up later for some pieces. So just, man, it was.
I heard he was passing out his deluxe mixtape that's coming out in July.
Bro, so that's BC. That's his mom in the background, bro. And it like literally, and there goes second brother standing right next to her.
Right there with the hat.
So the crazy part about it is, bro, when you meet his mom, you understand where he got his pimping from. Like straight up.
My God.
When you meet his mom, bro, his mother is she is such an amazing woman, bro.
That's
like,
cool.
Bro, the stories and the thing, like she, bro, is a living legacy, not a legend. And she's a legend, but she's a living legacy because she knows she's been around individuals. Like she was around during the Beatles. She was around she told stories about her and her twin with Sammy Davis Jr. and his crew and all that, bro. She's been around enough to know, and the stories are. I could sit there and talk to his mom for days. The stories, bro, and this, like taking us, like when we were driving around DC, you know, showing us different areas where she grew up, where they grew up, things that she remembers, stores that she used to work at. You know, it was, bro, it was such a fantastic, you know, event. Just being able to sit there, listen to his mom talks. And just embellishing, bro. It was just the embellishment of such good conversation. Second brother was funny. Jay was pimping. He had a whole legion of chicks no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Get that man, kid.
Turn it down. Hopefully he ain't his lady didn't hear all that.
Nah. She knows. We was joking. Kidding. Nah, bro. It was just like, the thing is, bro, him and his family were just so welcoming. And
that's awesome.
Just walking around the con, bro, like we all just hung out, we just talked. It was just like we knew each other forever. You know what I mean? Like we literally knew each other forever, bro. It was such a phenomenal time, bro. And I wish bro. Yeah. The thing is, hey, yo, Vinny. So he was gonna walk out his house wearing the 11s. His girl was like, oh nah. Take them off. She was like, take them off. You ain't putting them
Saturday
on.
Yeah. No.
She was like, nah, take them off.
The Concords?
Yeah, bro. The Concords, bro. You can't wear no Concords at the con.
Nah.
Jay, you know better than that. You can't wear no Concords at the. Nah, bro. Definitely.
Especially when it's pouring out.
It's raining,
bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Pouring all day.
It was pouring all
Nah, man, that's when you put them shower caps that your mama was wearing. You wrap them around your feet.
The waterproof.
Probably was like, the Concords, the awesome Concords.
He was like, Concords. Yeah, let me bring these to the con, smart ass.
Bro, he said my feet still hurting, bro, because we walked around the entire time. By the time we got done, I came back because when we got to the hotel, I was laying on the bed. I was damn near half asleep. Second brother called, was like, yo, we coming to get you. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, we on our way. 10 minutes away. I got up, we got up, Toya got up, we walked, we got in the car, we drove. And the thing, it was just funny because second brother is used to traveling. So he's not conscious that everywhere he took us to eat, because he's been traveling to different places, he hasn't been back to his regular spots. Every spot he took us to, Jay and his mom was like, Negro, that place been closed for 10 years. What you talking about? Bro,
I'm gonna take you to Golden Bird real quick. They got shot up and closed down about 5 years ago.
After this one, a Blockbuster.
Damn, we gonna go, we gonna go to Hollywood Videos, y'all. Come on now.
Hollywood Video.
Oh, bro.
It was go get your movie real quick.
Man, bro. It was so
y'all must have soda.
It was all around the event. It was worth it being there. It was worth seeing Vinny do his thing. It was worth hanging around with Jay, his mom, because bro, as soon as we saw her, she just embraced us. She was like, "You my second son." She said, "You my son." Bro, it was phenomenal, bro. It was like it was such an phenomenal event. It was like, yo, just being there and just being in that, and we were like, we had a good spot, hotel spot. We were only like 10 minutes away. Mm-hmm. So we just walked there. We had to park the car. The only thing I hated parking in DC, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Did you guys go like Howard University or where were you at?
Well, no. So Jay, they took us to, I think Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we see Howard? Did we go by Howard? Or did we go somewhere else?
Probably Morgan State, or you by Howard?
I think we went. Nah, we weren't near Morgan. We went somewhere else. He said 1-6 scale man, serious Q. What kind of shoes do you wear in anticipation of that much walking? And do you alternate between multiple pairs? No, put it this way. You see what I had on right here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Vans.
Vans, yeah.
The flattest damn shoes ever, bro. And I don't know why I didn't just basically keep my 90-60s on, bro. I don't know why, because my New Balances were the most comfortable. But walking around, so I would suggest when you at a con, wear the most comfortable shoes you can find. It really was such a great time, super dope meeting and hanging out with mama cousins. It's such a beautiful culture and genuine woman. Love her to pieces. So much love and dopeness in one family. It definitely was. Brother, because he said no, we were near Howard. We were in George. Yeah, we were in Georgetown. Yeah, we weren't near.
They were in Georgetown. Okay, yeah, uptown.
Yeah, we went to Georgetown University, so we were closer to there.
Okay.
So yeah.
See, man, I don't even be walking at these cons. I'd be web swinging because I wouldn't even. Honestly, though, you just gotta pick your times and then also take a break when you can. Be hydrated. Drink the night before as well. Drink hella water before you go to these things.
I'm telling you,
there's a lot of prep time that goes into just going to cons and stuff.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm gonna have my Vincent Art my Vincent Dunn Art sweatshirt on staff.
The staff shirt.
Staff shirt. I'll be standing by the table. Hey, mama, I taught him how to ink that page. He didn't know how to ink until I put the ink in his fingertips. It was a happy accident. He was painting. I was like, hold up, put this in your hand, paint. And he just started doing it. I taught him all that. I taught him everything he know. Didn't I? Then he gonna be like, what? That's what I'm talking.
He gonna be busy to answer. Oh yeah. I did it. You did.
Definitely, bro. It was definitely a good time. But Jay, back to this, bro, real quick. I mean, we gotta talk about
depressing me for some reason.
I'm sorry, bro. So here's my thing. I'm trying to make this
dropping you down, uplifting you.
That's what he do, bro. That's what he does.
Because I'm just
Jay was like, damn, we was off the subject.
Nope, we ain't getting off this. I'm trying to make it make sense because
it makes sense.
Me and Vinny had this. We both said about maybe a year ago now, Vinny? About a year ago. We said that James Gunn would do this. We said it.
Okay. So so what he basically said was this is going to tie. So this comes directly after Superman Legacy or after Superman.
Yeah, Superman now. My bad.
Yeah, he said so. This comes directly after. So all the ramifications from that film is going to tie into this show. Mm-hmm. So Peacemaker is coming after they finish this movie. Mm-hmm. So my question is, if you can do that, why couldn't you do the same thing with like a Gal Gadot or a Henry Cavill?
They don't count. They don't count.
Because that's not his.
Yeah, they don't count.
Okay.
Not his.
He didn't pick them.
So when I say it makes sense if you know what his motivations are. And his motivations are to make sure that everything that's coming, he has his hand in.
We said this 1 year ago.
Anything that, and I think the only exceptions to that might be Blue Beetle, maybe. Mm-hmm. I think otherwise, absolutely everything we're going to see under the DCU will be something that he either had a part in from the DCEU or was in charge of completely as, the boss for DCU. So I don't know if they're going to just come out with, season 1 of the Peacemaker, just like how he did the stupid ass title for Suicide Squad by calling it what do you call it? The Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So watch, season 2 will be called The Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker.
And everybody will pretend like that's the first season, and then maybe he'll do some stupid fourth wall shit like wink at the camera when they act like it's original, the first episode.
And his wife will be back. Everybody will be back.
Yeah, it's I mean, like, he wants everything to, from DCEU to be gone except for the shit that he had that he did. So,
man, he did that Thanos so bad, bro. He just want to snap all these shows out of our existence and movies out of our minds. That's what
the only problem with that was he had the fucking Justice League in the finale. Otherwise, he wouldn't be making this claim that it's going to be not canon or not. He wouldn't have the whole not canon thing. The only reason for that is because the Justice League were in that last episode. Otherwise, they would have just said. Otherwise, they would have just acted like nothing was changed. But that he might as well just said that episode isn't canon. I don't know that he might as well say that scene wasn't canon.
Don't even matter. Whatever happened last year don't even matter.
So it was technically, so basically that was his call. His call was to include the Justice League in that episode because again, so that was his call, or was it the higher ups that wanted to include that?
It was probably the higher ups that wanted to include.
It was probably
what do you think? So they basically wanted to include that at that time, which again may not have been his direct, it might not have been his call or even his idea, or he might not even wanted that at all, but it was just from so to tie it all in. So now he's saying that it wasn't canon to that. This is canon to his films. But the thing is, how are you going to explain? And the thing is, I'm saying this the same way as how are you going to bring in? I mean, the Blue Beetle, we didn't have to worry about anything, right?
It didn't interfere. He didn't interact with anyone, so it's easy too. Whereas
Blue Beetle would be good.
Yeah, like he didn't interact with anything. It's you still have the issue of I didn't. This isn't something that I came up with or I had any part in creative development. I just happened to be coming in when they were finishing up, and I was like, "Hey, that looks good too." Like he did with Flash and Blue Beetle was the products. Maybe Shazam 2 was the projects that were in motion or about to be released when he got the gig. So obviously all the other shit was like not going to be carried over for reasons that probably didn't even have to do with him. But Peacemaker and Suicide Squad stuff, like I knew that they were going to keep that. Of course. And then people are like, no, it's a reboot across the board. They're not going to just like pick and choose. It's like that's exactly what he did. He picked and chose the stuff that mattered to him and got rid of everything else. And that's fine, but just admit it. Don't sugarcoat it. You kept your peoples.
That's it. It's like Peacemaker and Vigilante were two of DC's most obscure characters, and nobody really. I know me. I didn't give a damn about no damn Vigilante and Peacemaker. Like, who the hell are these dummies? Some guy wearing a toilet on his head, and the other guy is a blue and yellow Deadpool. Like, I mean, that's how they were to me. I never even thought twice about these dudes. But because he had his touch on it, he's going to keep all that. Don't count the first season though, because the DCEU guys were in it at the end of it. So we're going to scrap all that, and I'm going to keep everybody that I brought in, plus my wife, and we'll start season 1 all over again in my new DC. That's dumb as hell. That's dumb as hell, bro. But I mean, we're not in charge of it. He is. So I mean, you can do what you want with your stuff.
That's pretty much it.
Fuck the fans.
Well, see, here's the thing, bro, and I'm saying this with the best interest in mind because who knows? The thing is, we try to play it in a space where we're like, okay, we try to give the benefit of the doubt, but there's a lot of cleanup behind this, bro.
A lot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like season 1 too. It was fun, but was it something that was integral to bring over into season 2 when there's so much that was integral that you're scrapping? Like there's stuff that that they could have kept that they didn't, and it's kind of like, okay, you were cleaning house and you were getting rid of this entire universe and you're starting over. Okay, but to say I'm doing that no matter how much people love Gal or Henry or Ben or whatever. I'm making no sacrifices, except for John Cena. It's hold up. If we're saving anybody, that's who we're saving. But that's the shit that you wrote, you did. That's your baby, and you're saying like, oh no, but this makes sense because it's not going to be canon. And then just be honest. Be like, I wanted to keep my wife's role. I wanted to keep my shit that I wrote, and then I did. I'm the boss. Like what you gonna do about it? Just be honest. That's all I'm saying.
Bro. That's one thing that we'll never get out of him as an honest answer.
So, what do you think? You think they're just going to start season 2 like it's new, like they just like it's season 1, and just like have them like explain who he is, and or you think it'll just be like a movie where like Batman's already been Batman a while? You think they'll just have it where Peacemaker is just. He's already in the world and you're just supposed to go with it, and wink wink nudge nudge, you were shown his origin and all that good stuff. Like you're just in the running into season 2 with the character already up and running and having friends and people he works with and characters that don't really need explained, despite the fact that they should need explained if everything else isn't canon. It's a weird spot. It's kind of like just making up the rules as you go along a little bit, but it's comic book movies, so it's not the end of the world. It's not that big a deal, but it's a little sketchy.
Yeah. I hire all my friends and family and everybody I like. I want to pick everybody that I want to pick. You could have kept Gal. You could have kept Gal Gadot. Like she was a perfect Wonder Woman for what it was worth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cavill. I don't even want to get into that. But I get mad all over again. But Ben Affleck didn't want to do it anyway. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm done." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I never really had much pushback about Ben wanting out because I mean,
he wanted out. He was done with it.
I didn't blame him. I get because it's not even Gunn. He has to deal with WB. Like,
right.
Yeah, I just think it was a really. It was a tough situation, bro. Like it's definitely a tough situation.
I'm more mad how they did Gail than they did Cavill. Like they really did her dirty. Like Cavill got done dirty, but like they straight embarrassed her, dog. Like that was so uncalled for, bro. Like she's established character. The kids love her. The fans love her. And she says she's coming back. She thinks she's coming back. She's already talked to them about coming back. And then, she got a phone call? Not even a meeting, right? A phone call or something, right?
From what we know, I mean, I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, I am not sure I'm not sure what the fuck, like, how it went. You know what I mean? Like, all I know is that, another mess up and pretty much a debunk in a sense, if you want to say. So James Gunn just debunked everything when it came to that. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know, bro. It's tough.
Bro, I want Superman to win. That's my favorite character of all time, DC, Marvel, whatever. That's my favorite. So I want the movie to win. Honestly do. But it's just like I'm just not comfortable with how he's been doing things, man.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope. Shit.
Like,
maybe one day you can get like your boy over here. They just got a whole ass other company that's just shitting out movies about characters that have nothing to do with you but are around you. Maybe you'll get to that point
over at Sony.
Yeah, they just start making bullshit characters that are around Superman but have nothing to do with Superman. Right. I hope you make it to that point with
those AI written scripts.
Exactly.
Bro, they roasted
straight to
Madam Web at the awards. Bro. It was the most. They roasted that movie at the awards yesterday,
the Oscars.
Bro.
Oh my god, bro! I only watched the Godzilla 1 and I was done. Oh, and the whole Batman thing.
Yeah. So
that Batman thing is cool. Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah.
I want to move on to that into like two books or two. Okay, one series I hope that everybody is reading right now because shit is crazy. This shit is fucking crazy.
Fuck, I don't even think you got a Razzie. I don't even think you got that.
Bro, fuck. If you're not reading Amazing Spider-Man Gang War, bro, if you haven't read it, bro, shit is getting crazy. Shit is crazy. Like, shit is crazy. If you want
so many tie-ins, it's like
it is so many tie-ins. But the thing is, because I know a lot of people haven't read it, and I don't want to give it away because Vinny, you got to read this story.
Yeah, because
bro, you got to read this fucking story. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to. But the thing is, if you are looking for a dope ass street level book, street level series, this shit's crazy. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, bro, and it's so well done. I'm enjoying it. What about you, Bloom?
Yeah, the different portions that I've seen and the stuff that I've read, just the ASM, I love what they're doing with Kingpin and also Hammerhead. Like, I think they also were, even in the Hobie one, they're bringing in his daughter, Hammerhead's daughter. She's becoming more and more popular over the last, I don't know, couple years or so far. So and there's a rumor that she might appear in the DLC for the Spider-Man 2 game later, whenever that arrives. But yeah, I do love this line. I'm trying to catch up with it. Just kind of started. It just started itself. So
yeah,
it's gonna take some time.
It just started. Like there's a couple of different ties, a couple of different books. But it's like where it's going, because he put it this way: the game war just started. It's just starting because there were things that were leading up to this that were happening in different books, and it's like, oh shit, like literally, oh shit, where they're going. Definitely one that you want to read, you want to pick up if you can, man, because it's definitely a dope run. And this is basically the Ultimate X-Men. This was the first.
I haven't got to check that out yet either. I can't wait,
bro. Vinny, you will appreciate this one, especially from the artist run and the art and the writer of this book, because again, without giving away, you're going to see a totally different version. This is a different version of Armor. She's a bit more mature, but she's been through a lot, and you get a chance to basically experience here. But there's a villain in here that people are going to definitely be familiar with, and you're going to be like, oh shit, okay, this is what they're doing. So this is going to be the book that starts. This is the first book that starts the new Ultimate X-Men run. So this was the first of that new Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah,
it's bro, the way they are setting up the Ultimate run in these different books, because again, keep in mind that we're in a world that the maker completely changed. So the way that they are setting it up and the way it's being written,
everybody is. I don't even know what you want to call it. An inside out. Yeah, everybody's just like not even just flipped on their head. They like got flipped on their head. They're inside out. Like they gotta like pull the zipper. Like it's so many things that the characters have to do, especially with Spider-Man, that he has to do mentally. Trying to understand where he's at and what has happened to him because the maker's not there anymore. And
bro,
the universe has been rewritten.
I like her new shell is dope,
bro. But wait, when you read the book, it's not even about the new shell. It's about what she's doing now. Like it's the way they are flipping these characters on their head, and it's a totally, because this is what we've been asking for, and this is what I love about the Ultimate Run is they give us something different. It's not the same run of the mill. No, this is completely different, bro. In a way, they've employed the maker in to kind of change things up. And now that he's not there anymore, like, you got to read it, bro. It's phenomenal. It's definitely like this one. The last what was it? It was this one. If you're not reading the Avengers, oh man, you got to read the Captain America, like the Avengers run, bro. Like the old Cap, like he's an old, like the heroes in his era are old, and Tony Stark's son is a character that's, well, in this particular you got to read it.
It's Ultimate Cap. It's Ultimate Cap.
It's not all. It's like an, bro. Just pick the fucking book up. It when you pick this shit up, they flipped these characters on their head and completely changed it, but it's from a totally different perspective. I don't want to. It's like I want to talk about it, but I'd much rather y'all read it to really understand.
I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely read it.
This out. This is Wednesday. It'll drop Wednesday, or
it dropped like the last book dropped last week. These books dropped last week.
Okay, bet.
So definitely you want to pick them up.
This ain't the one that started in last year, right?
No.
Okay.
These are all new.
These 2024 books.
Yes.
For sure.
They're all new books.
Well, even the first Ultimate one came out in 24, I believe, if not, and very end of December. But yeah, they're all just within a couple months.
Yeah, you got to read it, bro. Like you'll it's such this even like they've introduced the new, like there's a new X-Men run. It's actually, well, not new, but it's taking characters or a villain. So they brought back a villain that a lot of us love, but it's a different amalgamation of this villain.
Yes.
Did you know what I'm talking about, Vinny?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which adds another. I mean, that's part of the point of Ultimates that you get to do. They get to play in the sandbox and with different roles because they don't have to worry about fixing it when they're done.
So
the way they would have to.
Same universe with the Ultimate Spider-Man, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. The Black Panther, same universe.
Same universe.
Spider-Man, same universe. Thor, same universe. Like they're all in this universe.
Okay, bet. So I gotta get this thing.
You definitely gotta read it, bro.
The Ultimate Spider-Man is like got me hooked.
Yeah.
In the first book.
Yep.
Like Peter being older,
unreal,
married, not having no
fire, bro.
Stuff we've been asking for a long time with the main book, but we're getting a different version of it with it.
Yeah. Definitely phenomenal. Definitely phenomenal. So yeah, man. It's definitely be excited about, man. I'm extremely excited about it. And anyway, if you haven't read it, like go out there, basically read it. There's a couple of books that I'm out that I'm actually into, man. But definitely, man, great show tonight, fellas, man. Thank you guys for coming through. It's been awesome. I can't wait. I'm telling you, man, next year's AwesomeCon is going to be incredible. Definitely going to be in the
SuperCon in Florida.
Yeah.
Philly Fan Expo. If you're in the
Philly Fan Expo,
check out Philly Fan Expo.
Check it out. Eventually, we gonna make it to San Diego, bro. Eventually, we got to make it to San Diego, bro.
I'll just have to figure out how to streamline the setup and get out there and do the thing out there. That'd be amazing.
Out there, not a whole lot. I know
people, so we going.
I know Unc out there though.
Yeah, Uncle's out there, so definitely Uncle's out in that area. So he'll Tobar hook it up. He'll definitely hook it up.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely make it out there. We got New York Comic Con coming. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna try to get that one, bro?
Yeah, I have. I'm gonna try to get an exhibit booth there. If I can't, I'll be just going as a fan, and then try to go to it the next year. That's a win-win because if I go as a artist, I miss walking around and doing all the shit we usually do. But if I get a booth, I'll be able to get that exposure under my belt too, because I've been looking forward to getting to that level as well. But I'm trying to make moves to get into that. I'm trying to get it. A booth upstairs as opposed to Artist Alley because of different advice I've been given from some people and based on the information I've tallied is like that might be the move. So I'm trying, and I'm either going to be in there as a exhibitor or in there as a fan, one way or another. I'm never missing the New York Comic Con if I have anything to say about it.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. If you get the New York Comic Con, bro, that's the takeover.
That's going to be the
takeover. If you get the New York Comic Con, that's the takeover.
I'll fly up.
I hope.
Bro.
I'll fly up for that.
Yeah, bro. That's the takeover, because that's what we've been pushing for.
We've been talking about that for years, bro.
Yeah,
we've been talking about it for years.
Give me that XL staff shirt. I'll be there for that New York.
Yeah, bro. Like that.
Yeah, man.
Shit, it's like we've been planning it out. We've been going, but bro, yeah, definitely.
Are they gonna have it in the summer this year, or is it gonna still be in like October?
It's always October.
Always October, yeah, bro. Always before my birthday, so it's always like a blast. We just didn't go last year because we had so much stuff going on, but this year, nah, fuck that.
I'll come out there in October. That's cool.
Yeah, New York Comic Con.
Yeah. I'll be making sure I stock up, man, for sure. Cause
New York Comic means Vinny better bring that heat with a ton of product to sell. He already got you, bro. You already know that.
Ton of product.
You already
push
know
that weight. Push that art weight.
That's what I'm saying. You know what you're talking about.
Slinging them prints. Slinging them prints.
Bro, you already know that, bro.
Little meat.
Pretty soon you're gonna be roaming around Hell's Kitchen with New York Comic Con posters with Vinny on the front. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's just gonna be funny, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. But thank you guys out there for coming. Such a great show, man. Bloom, what you got going on, bro? What you got coming up, bro?
Man, I just did a couple of photo shoots over on my Instagram. I've got a nice delicious displays going on. So I got a Moon Knight and Spider-Man little photo shoot. So please dig into that if you guys follow me over on Instagram. And then also have Miles and Peter from the video game, a little Dragon Ball Z tribute. Got Miles charging up like Goku and like Peter in the back, like what the fuck. So we're just doing some photography, man. Of course, you guys already know. Yeah, of course, ASM Amazing Spider-Man I did the other day. But again, what else I got going on? Wednesday, of course, you guys are gonna see us back at it with the brothers on the panel. Yep, there it is. Say what? So hopefully we should be getting some thank you. Yeah, we should be getting some new shit. Hopefully something should drop soon enough. So again, very excited to get in there and take a look at I do. I don't post under I post under my
what's the IG, bro?
My IG is Late Bloomer, LATBLOOMR _. So Charlie says Tyler and Johnson. Well, shit, let's get these motherfuckers out the way so we can get to the second quarter of stuff. I'm waiting for the Attack of the Clones. Anakin, I need. Still waiting on my damn Tobey Maguire. So we'll see how Sideshow continues to hold me out for that one. But other than that, man, back at it on Figure Flex Friday. I know we had a wonderful episode on Friday, and if you didn't, go and catch that because that was super fun to be a part of. Shout out to our man Hawk Wars Toys for providing the giveaways, but also hopping on camera with us and being a DJ of discourse, if you will, while we were going through those pictures. So again, just the same rotation. Probably be back here on Monday. We might have some more shit to talk about comic wise on Monday, and then yes, of course, Wednesday and Friday. So again, thank you, Lael, my brothers on the panel.
Always.
Love y'all to death, man. Just happy to be here, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for being here. As he said, like say what Wednesday. We got there's going to be a lot of information dropped about the shenanigans that is Brother Cousins. So stay tuned because there's going to be some storytelling that's going to definitely happen that day. So just definitely be ready for it. If you don't already know, make sure you definitely head on over there.
And a collector, CaliCon is in May. So I'm ironing out my own details to get out there to Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay.
Hope to see you guys there soon.
Cool. Definitely, man. Definitely. Vinny, what's going on with you, man? What you got going on, brother?
Yeah, man. Next up is Philly Fan Expo. In between there, I'll be working on a bunch of new stuff. I want to get some art that I've been ramping up, done, and out there, so I have that in order to go. And I will be preparing for that. I also had like a really cool couple of networking conversations with a buddy of a buddy who had me do a commission for a comic, and then he has his own comic that he puts out, and he wants me to get with him, and I'm gonna kind of like be a guinea pig and do some like variant cover art for some of the line, and then as opposed to like drawing it on the cover as like a sketch cover variant, it'll be printed, so it'll be like a printed comic that, like, you know, like how if you see like David Mack do like a like a Batman cover, and they give him books to, or sell him books to sell at his shows, and he has comics that he's a part of on his table, it'll be like that. So making moves, just trying to do what I could do. So check out my IG, check out my website. I will be updating it soon with more original art. There's already a ton of original art on there, ton of prints on there, and then if you ever want any canvases, I custom order those. So anything that you see, except for sketch covers, anything that you see that's a regular print on the website, I can get a canvas done for you in pretty much whatever size you need and ship it out to you. Or if you know me in person, hit me up. Just tell me you're from the show and DM whatever, and I'll see what I can do to hook you up even further.
Hell yeah! Make sure that you have it already. This right here, Vincent Dunn Art. You can actually find the link in Instagram. If you go to his Instagram page, it's at the very top there. You can actually see it.
And as always, everything on the store is always buy two get one free.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure that you head on over there, and he will get you taken care of. Jason, what's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Working on a few things. The man cave, I got some cases coming. I need them because I got like 10 figs over there in boxes I haven't even put out yet. So I'm still waiting for that kind of stuff to come. I'm working on some G.I. Joe stuff, some classified stuff. And that's it, man. I'll be taking pictures of that stuff soon. And on the IG. That's it, brother.
So, Boomer, you heard him say he's gonna be taking some pictures, bro. So that means we're gonna send like 20 of them on.
Oh, you'll see him on Figure Flex
Friday, bro. It's gonna be
I guarantee
22 of them, bro. We're gonna see maybe it's gonna be like a
listen,
dump.
I ain't post nothing last Friday. I was
incoming. Everybody get down now.
bang, 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 bang. I'll apologize later, bro.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. That's what he does, bro. He'll dump and be like, "Man, my bad, man."
Shit!
I got carried away, bro.
It was goddamn earthquake. It's just a 6-scale earthquake. This happened.
I get carried away, bro.
They'd be like, "Damn, shit! So many damn flexes. It's just hitting you upside your head."
I get carried away, man.
Yeah, I could hear Jay be like, "Man, I got this one. I forgot about this one too, bro. Man, let me just add this one.
Let me post this in real quick."
Riz at the atomic flex.
The
Oppenheimer levels of explosions.
My bad, Riz. My bad, bro. I can't help it sometimes, dog. I get excited about pictures, bro. I don't know. My bad.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize early, to y'all.
Well, that damn Punisher arsenal, though. Oh my god,
listen, bro. My Punisher, I have mad Punisher figures too, dog. Like I between Superman and him, I got like 8 Punishers, and then Superman, God, I don't even want to get into it. I got like 12 of them, like 1 6
that arsenal,
man,
bro.
Don't know how.
But the Punisher. The Punisher, that Sideshow Punisher, has been slept on for years. That one is one of the most detailed, like close to comic book versions of Punisher that you're gonna get, though.
Yeah, bro.
So
bro.
I'm glad I got it in the collection, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
And hopefully, Hano spins the block on that, but it seems like they're gearing up for what is to be happening in 9 days.
What's the one they had? They had the one Punisher with like the overcoat, like the comic book version, and they stopped or they didn't put it out. Like I saw that. Like
who?
What company is that? It's not So-So.
I can't remember.
Oh, there's a third party. I think he's still available.
You know what I'm talking about, with the overcoat and the baseball bat, and they had like 2 machine guns, the T-shirt.
I think I can't remember the name of the company who manufactured that.
But you've seen it though, right? You know what I'm talking
about,
right?
I think I've seen it. Yeah.
I haven't seen nothing else about it in like maybe months.
Oh, word.
And that was like a pre-order that went out like last year.
Yeah,
last year.
Pre-order. Yeah, it was a pre-order. Been like 6-7 months.
I think the figure I saw was a little...
It looks dope, bro. Like, I don't know if I can find that joint, but it's like a comic book version of the Punisher with like fucking the army pants and T-shirt with the fucking the skull, and it has guns, and it has a baseball bat with a duffel bag. You can put the weapons in the duffel bag.
Word.
So I don't know. Like, I think I saw this back in like right before Christmas, like November, and I haven't seen nothing else about it anywhere. So
yeah,
I would want to get that for the collection too, with the Punisher collection. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just want more classic comic shit. If they can push it out, do it. I want a classic Daredevil. Of course, I want a fucking Storm. We'll get to that another day.
Why are we not getting Storm, bro? Like,
I think we will, because we're going to get it either between them and So-So. It's just a matter of when, bro.
I'll take the So-So version, to be honest with you.
Y'all better hurry up, because these MCU motherfuckers gonna make that. They gonna make a movie. Yeah. They gonna give us some sort of visual soon. Yeah. And if y'all don't do that shit, and if I like the chick that they got cast, I'm gonna go grab that figure or just wait for that.
But you trust the MCU version of Storm? I mean, Halle Berry was good, but
like I said, it was a fat ass if in that sentence I just finished, right?
Yeah,
right? Because it was just like if I like.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'd rather get a.
We'll leave that discussion for another day, bro, because that's just too long to really talk about. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I gotta take my black ass to bed because tomorrow's again Ramadan, so I gotta basically, my fasting, get up early in the morning, and then fasting throughout the day. So you already know how that's gonna be. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Great show tonight. Until next time, we will see you again next week. Whatever topic it will be, we'll make that happen. So again, next week, see you later. Peace.